Hi, welcome to Naturally Educating Yoga with Andrea. Today we're just going to do a full body flow. As always, please make sure you listen to your body and your mind. You are most important. Yoga is about you. So please make sure you take any precautions you need. Let's get started. We're going to start today in child's pose. So we're going to bring those knees out wide. Big toes touch and send that chest down to the mat. Arms fully extended out. Maybe you rest your chin or your forehead on the mat for child's pose. And let's take a few moments here and just breathe. I invite you to set an intention for your practice, some wise words or a mantra to get you through today. And whenever your mind and your thoughts get busy, come back to this mantra or intention to keep you focused. On your next inhale, slowly come up to all fours, so both hands and both knees on the mat. And we're going to just walk our hands out a little bit in front of us. Drop the hips, squeeze the glutes. Bringing those thighs to the mat, arch in the back. Maybe you drop the head back. Big breath in. Exhale, push it to those hands, knees out wide. Big toes touch, child's pose. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, coming through all fours, thighs to the mat. Arch in the back, squeeze in the glutes. Maybe we drop the head. Exhale, push back. Knees out wide, big toes touch for child's pose. And next inhale, come to all fours. Let's move a little bit. We're going to drop the belly, arch the back. Bring that chin up, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, your tailbone. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin. Let's continue this cat-cow motion and take a few breaths at your own pace. Just feel how this feels to your body. After your last motion, find a neutral spine, a flat back. Ground into all 5 of those fingertips, especially between the thumb and pointer finger. Take a big breath in and extend that right leg straight back behind you. Option to keep your foot down on the mat if you'd like. Once you're grounded and focused here, our gaze is just straight down in front of us. We're going to bring that left arm out, so we're reaching forward and back at the same time. Big breath in, extending. Exhale, knee and elbow touch under the body. Big breath in, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow touch under the body. One last time, extend, you got it. Exhale, bring that knee to elbow to touch under the body. And extend one last time. And bring it down to the mat. So let's just take a moment, giving our hips a little stretch. We're just going to move in a circle, bringing those hips to the back right side of your mat. Over to the back left. And we'll crawl our way up toward the top left of our mat and the top right. And maybe you do this a couple times, add any extra motion that feels good to you and your body. And I'll meet you back in all fours. All right, let's do the other side. Big breath in here, planting those hands, grounding into the earth. And we're gonna exhale that left leg back behind us. Gaze straight down, and when you're still and grounded, reaching that right arm straight ahead. Reaching forward and back at the same time. Big breath in. Exhale, elbow and knee touch. Extend out, stretching. Exhale, bring that elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. Last one. You can do it. Inhale, extend. And slowly bring that hand and foot down to the mat. Let's go this time to the left side first. Bringing those hips down to the bottom left corner. Over to the bottom right. Crawling our way up to that top right corner. Top left. And we'll meet back in child's pose. Maybe you do this one more time again. Adding any motion that feels good. Honoring your body and where you are today. From all fours, we're going to tuck those toes. Send those hips up and back toward the ceiling. Slight bend to the knees for down dog. And we're going to slowly unbend one leg at a time. Heels melting toward the mat. Head falling freely. Take a moment in your first down dog. Maybe you pedal those legs out. Bend those knees and look forward. And you can hop or float to the top of the mat. Falling forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Hands come to your shins and thighs. Exhale, melt down. Bend those knees, rise all the way up to the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale those hands down by your side. Inhale those hands up. Exhale, swan dive. Hands out to the side and they meet you down on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, melt down. Bringing both hands to the mat. Maybe you bend your knees. We're gonna send that right leg back first. Left leg to meet for plank pose. Really letting the core do the work. Slowly lower down. Elbows in close. Inhale, peel your chest from the mat. Cobra, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, melt back down. Tuck those toes and send those hips up and back for down dog. Take a moment in your down dog. Maybe you pedal those legs out. Bend those knees, look forward. You can hop, jump, float, or walk to your top of your mat, falling forward. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, flat back. Exhale, melt back down, bend those knees, come all the way up to standing. Palms touch. Exhale, bring those hands down by your side. Big breath in, bring those hands up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, melt down, bring those hands to the mat. This time you can hop back or jump back to your plank pose, making sure those elbows are bent. Slowly lower down. Inhale, peel that chest from the mat, cobra. Exhale, melt down. Bend those knees, tuck those toes, send those hips up and back for down dog. Inhale that right foot up toward the ceiling. And slowly bring that right foot down between those hands at the top of the mat. We're gonna drop the left knee and inhale our arms straight up for low lunge. You can stay here. Maybe you bend into those hips. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, release those hands down to the mat. We're gonna plant the left hand and inhale the right hand straight up toward the ceiling for a twist. Exhale, release. We're gonna tuck those left toes, lifting the left knee from the mat. And when you're grounded, if you feel a little shaky, extend your stance out a little wider. Bring those hands straight up for high lunge. Reaching toward the ceiling again. Maybe you stay here, maybe you go for a little back bend. Hands back up. Big breath in and let it go, bringing those hands down to your heart. So we're gonna go for a twist. We're gonna inhale and bring that left shoulder and left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Gaze can be straight ahead or maybe up toward the ceiling. Really pressing into those hands. Big breath in, bring the torso up, hands up, high lunge. Bringing the weight into that right leg, we're gonna step our left foot up, straight down, knees bent. Weight comes into our heels for chair pose. Keeping our chest lifted, not dipping into that back. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, halfway lift. Exhale, melt down, bend those knees, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, those hands down. Do the other side. Big breath in, both hands come up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, melt back down, placing both hands on the mat. Again, option to jump back, float back, or walk back to your plank pose. Elbows bent. Slowly lower down. Inhale, peel that chest from the mat. Cobra. Exhale, melt down. Tuck those toes, send those hips up and back for down dog. This time we're gonna inhale that left leg straight up toward the ceiling. And slowly place that left foot down between those hands. Dropping the right knee and inhaling those arms up for high lunge. Option to stay here when we lean back a little for a back bend. Inhale back to the center and exhale those hands down to the mat. This time placing our right hand, we'll inhale that left arm straight up for a twist. Gaze can be straight ahead or maybe up at your hand. Still breathing. Releasing that left hand down to the mat. We're gonna tuck those right toes, lifting that right knee. Again, stretch out if you need to be grounded. And when you're ready, inhale those arms up for high lunge. Option, maybe you stay here, maybe you lean back a little for a back bend here. Inhale back to center. Exhale those hands down to your heart. This time we're going to twist to the left side. So let's bring that right elbow and shoulder the outside of our left knee. Palms touching, really twisting, gaze straight ahead or maybe up toward the ceiling. Still grounding into those feet. Big breath in, bring those hands up, torso up, high lunge. All right, bringing that weight into that left foot. We're gonna step our right foot up and down, knees bent, weight in our heels for chair pose. Extending our arms and we bring them to our heart. Exhale, melt down with your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt down. And this time grab opposite elbows and swing from side to side. Taking a moment here in ragdoll pose. And as you swing, slowly rock yourself all the way to standing. Releasing those arms down by your side, letting your shoulders fall down your back. Let's inhale our hands up. Start to bend those knees, bring the weight into your heels for chair pose. Exhale, come to standing, still reaching for the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, let's do chair pose again. Sink those hips, weight to your heels. Let's bring our hands out to the side, kind of like wings. And standing, arms stay where they go. Big breath in, bring those hands up. Let's bring our right knee straight up. Right thigh parallel to the mat. And as we begin to fall forward, we're going to kick that right leg back behind us for warrior 3. Arms can be out in front, out to the side, or at your heart. Gaze is straight ahead or straight down. Finding something to focus on or drishti. Trying to straighten that standing leg. That right foot is flexed like it's against a wall. And when you're ready, bring those hands down and we'll plant that right foot gently on the mat behind us. Swap those hands inside that left foot. Drop that right knee. And we'll be in lizard pose. Option to bring those hands to the mat. Maybe you grab a block. You come down to your forearms. Take a few moments in lizard pose, just breathing, allowing yourself to be uncomfortable for just a few moments. Your mind has started to drift. Revisit your mantra or intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Start to bring yourself back to the space. If you're on your forearms, maybe bring your hands back to the mat. We're going to tuck those right toes and send that left leg straight back, hips up for down dog. Pedaling those legs out. And then take a moment and find stillness, letting your head fall, heels melt toward the mat. Bend the knees, gaze forward, hop, skip, jump, float to the top of your mat, falling forward. Inhale, bring those hands to your shins or thighs, flat back. Exhale, melt down, bend those knees, come all the way up to standing. And exhale those hands down by your side. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, sink into those hips, weight comes to the heels, chair pose. Inhale, come to standing, hands stay where they are. Exhale, let's sit a little deeper in our chair pose. Exhale those hands down by your side. And on your next inhale, come up to standing. And stay for the exhale, let it go. Big breath in, bring both arms up toward the ceiling. Left foot comes up this time. Left thigh parallel with the mat. And again, slowly begin to hinge forward from the hips, kicking that left foot back for warrior 3. Arms can be straight ahead, out to the side or to your heart. Try to straighten the standing leg, flexing the left foot behind you, and find your stillness here. Bring those hands down to the mat, releasing that left foot down. Let's walk our hands on the inside of our right foot, dropping that left knee for lizard pose on this side. Again, maybe you grab a block or a pillow. You can stay on your hands and come down to those forearms for lizard on this side. And just take a moment to breathe. Revisit your intention. Just be for a few moments. Start to bring yourself back. Placing both hands on the mat. You use to block. Tucking those left toes, lifting that left knee, and we'll send the right leg straight back, hips up for down dog. On an inhale, start to roll yourself down, bringing both knees to the mat, and find a seat on the mat. Soles of the feet are down, knees up toward the ceiling. We're going to do a little boat pose. So you have options for your hands. They can be on your knees, under your thighs, on the floor behind you, or even out to the side. And let's pick up one foot at a time. Maybe let's start with the right foot. Starting to lean back a little, and then we'll pick up the left, finding that sweet spot of balance. Maybe you stay here, maybe you stretch those legs out. Whatever you do, see if you can hold it and just breathe through it. And whenever you're ready, place those feet back down on the mat. We'll place our hands behind us and just kind of windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And let's go forward one more time. Again, maybe you put your arms or hands in a different place. Maybe you keep it the same. Let's lift the left leg up this time. Right leg to meet. Find your boat pose. And whenever you've had enough, come to lie flat on your back on the mat. Maybe you straighten those legs and slowly lay it down. Take a moment here and just acknowledge the mat beneath you. Noticing where you're coming into contact and maybe where you aren't. Let's bring those knees to our chest. Just roll from side to side. Giving your back just a little massage. And let's drop those knees off on the right side of the mat. Arms out to a T or maybe up towards your ears like a goalpost. Gaze to the left or a twist. Big breath in, just picking those knees up. And drop them off on the opposite side. So on the left side, arms stay in place and our gaze to the right. Bring those knees in one last time. Giving yourself one last hug, honoring the time you took. Take a few moments for yourself. And then slowly release those legs out long. Allowing your feet just to fall where they may. Arms out to the side. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And let's just take an inhale here. Exhale, melt down to the mat. Big breath in here. Exhale, release down. melt into the mat. Last one, big breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Take a few moments here in our final resting pose, allowing yourself just to be and let your practice sink in. Start to lengthen those inhales and exhales, gently moving those fingers and toes. And if you have more time to rest in Shavasana, I encourage you to take it. If not, we're going to go ahead and roll on to our left or right side, your choice. And just kind of lay there for a moment like we would in the morning, slowly opening those eyes. And using that free arm, push yourself up and find a comfortable seat on your mat. Thank you all so much for practicing